Welcome back. Look at that. It didn't look like just 3 hours ago. Snow covering the mile-high city on this Wednesday morning. Happening today, it is World Cancer Day, dedicated to raising awareness about the disease and encouraging prevention and detection. More than 8 million people died of cancer in 2012, the latest year number available. But thanks to new research and better treatment, cancer survival rates have also doubled in the last 40 years. Brooke?
Well, we'll talk about some childcare rates now. It is costly, and deciding how your children will be cared for is a complicated and such an important issue. So how can your family get ahead on this? Bill Jaeger from the Colorado Kids Campaign is here to answer our questions about this. Hi, Bill. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning.
Why are costs so high here in Colorado?
I think one of the biggest challenges, we actually pay our childcare workforce a little bit better than several other states. And we also have some higher expectations for basic health, safety, and quality. And so as a result, when you put those things together, childcare costs are a little bit higher.
Is there a way families can save, or several ways families can save?
I think some of the best strategies are we have tax credits, and we have sort of a rather friendly tax credit that's available to families that help offset some of that high cost. We also know that we have a shortage of supply. That we need to think about ways to encourage more providers to go into business to provide more choices for families.
So in the meantime, are there alternatives?
Families are oftentimes faced with making really difficult choices, potentially taking one of the wage earners out of the workforce in order to afford the cost of childcare. We also, though, have some supports, a program called the Childcare Assistance Program that helps families afford the high cost of childcare. So in Denver, for example, if you're making less than about $54,000 a year for a family of four, there's some support out there to help you.
You said in the break something really interesting, that the female workforce has dipped, and you think that's directly because of this?
Yeah, I think that we've seen over the last few decades a decrease in workforce participation by women in the workforce, and there's some evidence to suggest that the rising cost of childcare is contributing to that. And so finding ways to support families to afford that high cost has sort of all kinds of economic benefits.
Yeah, the paycheck has to be worth more than the child care cost to make it worth the time.
Exactly. And you layer on top of that challenges of benefits, the high cost of rent or mortgage in the state. People are feeling the squeeze, and child care is one of those costs.
We do stories all the time, expensive rent, expensive child care. Well, Bill, thanks for giving us some ideas. Really nice to see you today. And you can read more about the high cost of child care in the February issue of Colorado Parent Magazine, which you, Kirk, have an article in, right?
I do. You know, every month I write a little tech column for them, and this month it's really cool. Some high-tech things for dealing with health and kids, and it's really cool. So 3 new, unique devices that you may not know about as parents. So pick it up. It's free. It's all over the place.